good presence from wherever you're tuning in to MIORBI. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your awareness. And thank you for just coming here because, if you've been here, you know that this energy is, these videos is way more than what it is. These aren't just videos, man. This is frequency. Then you tapping into another version of yourself that you ain't seeing or walking around or talking to on a regular basis. You're not hearing the words that's coming out of my mouth or my mind in your reality. Or you might not know. Just be present. Let me do the talking. Just be and allow your mind and your thoughts to just go. They're clouds, they come and go. What we're gonna learn here is we're gonna learn how to let our minds and our thoughts just go. All you gotta do is be present and listen, and by the end of this, you're gonna know and understand how you just shifted into a whole nother aspect and version of yourself. We live in a world globally. There's wars. There's just a bunch of things that prey on low frequencies. Communities, cities, countries, nations. They prey on the low frequencies of people that honestly just struggle, suffer, that don't understand that they can get themselves out of a prison that they don't even know they're in. And it's all mental. I'm out here. I rise with the sun, I fall with the moon. I don't go off of time. Time is an illusion. I go off of here and now in the present moment, where all the magic happens, where the God that everybody prays to actually lives and actually present, in the here and the now. This is where all the magic and everything happens. This presence, this awareness is where every conversation happens. This is where every text message is sent. This is where every phone call is made. This is where every doctor appointment is called and made. In the present now, here. This is where change is made. This is where you get to make the choice whether you want to keep operating the same way you operated yesterday, or you want to operate a different way today moving forward. This is where you can understand that you missed the gym this morning, but you don't got to be down on yourself. You can tell yourself to bet, I'm gonna make another time, I'm gonna go get this done. But I'm not about to be down on myself. I am doing good. How are you? Presence and stillness and awareness is where everything is created. This is where you change your life. Right here, right now, you're holding that phone of yours, right? But this is where you can change your life. You can choose another direction right now. You can choose another direction for your life right now, here today. And the only person that has to believe that is you. Do you understand? The only person that needs to believe that you can make the change in your life is you. How you guys doing? Make sure you guys subscribe and like if you guys are new. Thanks for the support. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, this would not be possible for me to be sitting here and speaking in presence. You have the ability to change everything. Thank you, Emily, for the subscription. Thank you so much. You have the ability right now to change the direction that you want to go in your life. Nobody else can make it for you. You can go out into the world and ask them for advice. You can go ask anybody for help. You can ask them for the way that they experienced it, the way that it went down for them. But ultimately, you're the only one that can get yourself from this point to the next point. It is all in your mind. Your mind is what stops you and can hinder you from growing and doing things that you normally wouldn't do. But your mind is conditioned to what you conditioned it to. Whatever you allowed your mind to go in front of your awareness, and you told yourself that you were scared, or you told yourself that it was not gonna work out, or you told yourself that it's not for you. You told yourself that somebody else should do it, not me. Every time you did that, you put yourself in a state that limited yourself from doing new things, from being exposed to new things. Every time you come into something that scares you, you don't approach it with fear. You don't approach it with a fear mindset, because all that's doing is programming fear into your life for the next moment that you have to interact with that thing that gave you fear. You have to be able to be aware and present when it comes down to things in life, so that you ultimately have control over how you feel, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts. You can continue to wake up every day and allow this world to give you the feelings and the thoughts that they want you to believe to keep yourself down in that low frequency. Or you could take control and rise yourself up consciously to a higher frequency. We have minds, our brains are so powerful. We have hearts, our hearts are so powerful. We have souls, our souls are so powerful. We have the spirit is so powerful. What happens when you connect all of those aspects of yourself? You gain the true power. You gain the power of source that's in the present moment, here and now. The source that connects every single one of us. The source that allows us to interact in spaces and speak and be. That source connects every single one of us. That's the source that's allowing us to interact right here, right now. The source is what's behind the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the face, the mask. The source is what carries our heartbeats every day. The source is what allows our lungs to breathe and beat every day. We are all one expression. It doesn't matter about the skin color. It doesn't matter about the hair type. It doesn't matter about the eye color. It doesn't matter about what city, what country. It doesn't matter where you're from. We are all connected. We are all one. It does not matter. We're all strong. We're all beautiful. I don't care what your nationality was. I don't care what country you're from. I don't care if the United States says you're supposed to be here or not. I don't care. God made us all in our own unique expressions of that one source that connects us all. So if you don't express yourself, you don't help me grow. If I don't express myself, I don't help you grow. We can't go anywhere without each other. We can't evolve here without each other. Everybody's in competition. Everybody got jealousy. Everybody want to be better than the next person rather than trying to help the next person. Why do I want to be better than you? God already made us equal to be here and breathe and live. Why do I have to waste my time trying to be better than you? Why can't I spend my time trying to uplift you? Why can't I spend my time trying to make sure that you know that you're held and you're cared for? Why can't I spend my time making sure that you know that you're exactly where you need to be? It's all energy. I choose to use my energy positively in this world. But some people unconsciously use energy in a negative way towards people that they love, but they don't even notice that they're doing it unintentionally or unconsciously. We are all the same one source. All of us. I'm out here camping, living my life, day to day. This is how I live. I live outside of the matrix. I live outside of the patterns. Look, my G37's back there. I got a tent, cooking. I got campfires at night. This is my real life. These aren't just videos. This is my lifestyle. This is what I live and preach, man. I don't live in the system. I don't live for the system. I live for myself. I live for my body, my heart, my mind. That's what frees me. That's what gets me going every day, knowing that I am directing the power and source inside of me. That I'm able to help others see. I'm able to help others be present within their own lives. I understand my circumstances are not your circumstances. But if we're the same divine source, then therefore the same information and knowledge can be helped and used in your life, in your daily life. How you doing? Gonzalez, how you doing? Thank you guys so much. If you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe. If you guys want to go deeper, there's a link in my bio for one-on-one calls and stuff like that. But I only recommend that for people that actually want to change and actually do something in their lives. These aren't just phone calls just to get on there and chat it up. This is actually like, you get on a phone call, by the time you get off the phone, your life is gonna be in a different direction. So I only recommend that for people that are actually serious. Cause yeah. Thank you for the link and thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it, man. Like, I don't want to throw no scripture. I don't want to throw links and and a bunch of information, because that's what the world does. That's already what the internet is. You go on YouTube, they got a bunch of information there for you to just absorb, like just be around. But here in MIORBI, man, it's make an impact to be impacted. It's presence. It's stillness, man. It's awareness in your own life. Like while things going on, while things happen, you need to learn how to be present and aware in your life. Like you have to. That's the only way to break out of the system, to break out of the loops, to break out of the patterns in your life. Like some people don't even realize that they wake up every day and a certain amount of people in their life call them every single day at a certain time. Some people don't realize that right before they eat that dinner, they get a certain email or a text message at a certain time of that day. Some people don't realize that when they get in that car, the neighbor is constantly just always driving that same direction every day. Some people don't realize that there's a helicopter that just flies over their house every single day. Some people don't realize that the news has to be on every day. They're patterns. Everything is a pattern. You have to be able to create your own patterns in this life so that you can. How do you think the millionaires and billionaires got their things going on? They live outside the system because they created their own patterns in a system that has their own patterns. But they don't tell the low income people that, hey, you know, you can just tap into presence and awareness and just create your own patterns in life. You know, like you can create your own patterns. You don't have to go work that job that they say you have to go work to make money. Because ultimately you're working that job because of the money. So you're trading your energy for money at a job that somebody else created that's building their empire, and you're just trying to build your empire under them. You don't have to go work that job to make money that you want. You can go create something or do something that you actually love to make that money. Money is energy. Why not go make money doing something you love rather than making money for somebody that already got a bunch of money and doesn't even care about how their employees even are? You got people that got millions of dollars, corporations, companies. They got employees that single moms, single parents. All right, you have a good one at school. Have a good day. But you got people that work jobs that think that their bosses care about them. But if you was to go to your boss and tell your boss, like, hey, I need a day off. I need to go do this for my son or my daughter. They're going to be like, oh, no, we need you to stay. We need you to be here. I don't have nobody to take you over. And it's like we got 200 other employees. And about 50 of them called off of work for some BS. They not even sick for real. So why don't you go get James to come and do this so I can actually go for my daughter's recital? You don't have to work that job. I don't care what nobody tells you. You do not have to work that job that they telling you that you got to work just because it puts food on the table. Are you going to do that for 40 years, 50 years, just because it put food on the table? Is that going to be your excuse for the rest of your life because I had to do it because it put food on the table and to feed the family? How many people say that? How many people is working just to put food on the table? You live this life, you got a heart, you got a mind of your own to wake up every day and choose how you want to experience this day. But you can't do it because you got a boss that you signed your life away to, so you can show up every day 8 hours a day. You told him, I'm gonna show up every day from this day to this day, 8 hours a day. I'm gonna give you my time for money so I can feed my family. When is that gonna stop? When are we gonna allow our minds to start tapping into, okay, there are other ways in this world that I can make money to provide for myself and my family, my kids. And ultimately, if I am the one that creates those patterns in life, that creates the abundance, that creates the money, the energy that comes and flows into my life to feed my family, my friends, you ultimately start building a whole nother empire in your life. Because if the government, if the systems, if the job systems, if you don't need them to put money in your pocket, ultimately, they gonna need you. People gonna need you because you don't need the system to live. You can create your own systems in your life, in your family, in your dailiness. It's awareness and presence. in everything. I don't care if you go to a bar, if you go to a mall, if you go to a restaurant, if you're at home, family, friends, everything is presence and awareness. Even the people around you that you love might not even be on the same level as you, and they might just be playing the part to keep you at that lower level. So you have to be present and aware to be able to tell who's really who and who's really who living on the low frequencies and who living on the high frequencies. You have to be able to tell by through presence and awareness with yourself. Your body knows before your mind does. And our minds are programmed to do things before our body tells us what to do. So that's when presence and awareness brings you back to stillness. You align your mind, body, soul, spirit. And then from here, you're able to direct that power through your intentions. Through your intentions, you get to direct that power. Once you direct that power, you start to create these new patterns. Once you start being consistent with these new patterns that you are creating in your life, then it starts to just compound. Now you start building a whole new layout for your life. My life purpose is to just be awake. Is to vibrate at my authentic self. Is to vibrate as high as I possibly can so other people can feel my vibrations and energy so they can rise. I'm here to just be me so others can be free to be themselves. That hit deep, because that came from presence. I started this MIORBI stuff because I was making videos for myself so I could free myself of the loops. And then I started seeing how other people really started being affected by the things that I was saying and I was sharing. And then from there, I just wanted more people that don't have a voice for themselves to have a voice that they can hear and know that the life that they're living is not the only life that exists. So for as long as I'm here and I'm walking and I'm breathing, I'm not gonna carry around words that should be said. Because a lot of us walk around with words that we don't say or we don't speak because of how people feel and stuff. But for me, it's like I'm not gonna walk around with no words that's not said, because the words that I have to say are the words that can set people free from the mental cages and mental prisons that we all live in. Telling as MIORBI, make an impact to be impacted in your life every day. Daily choices. You make the change. You can do it. Every day you wake up, make one different choice. One different choice. Because it lines you up for the next day to make another choice off of that different choice you made yesterday. All it does is cascade into growth. Be consistent. Love yourself. Love thyself. Know thyself. If I could literally come into your life and hold your hand and show you everything that I'm telling you, I promise you I would. But that's not what the power called for. But you have everything that you need. In this space, MIORBI is where you can come and be reminded of that. You don't gotta pay nothing. You don't gotta say nothing. You don't gotta do anything. All you gotta do is just be present. All you have to do is just be present with yourself. And a lot of energies here at MIORBI that just flow. And everything that needs to happen for you will happen. Just keep trusting in yourself. Keep trusting in the divine source that is guiding all of us every single day. A lot of us in this world don't feel loved, and a lot of us don't even understand how to love because of all the corruption and things that's happened. But we all carry that love inside of us deep down. That's the only reason that we wake up every day and we keep going through the things that we do go through and tolerate a lot of BS, because we have love in our hearts. We were made from love. We need to remember that we were made from love before the darkness tried to take over. We're all made from love. We can all return back to love and learn how to love one another and not let all this government racism, old history, black and white, Mexican, all this nationality stuff, not let that be a thing, man. We're all human. We all got souls and spirits inside of us. We're all intelligent beings. We need to learn how to work together so we can actually change the world. It starts in the cities, the communities, and then over time it builds and it starts to hit those big government industries and stuff like that. But it starts in the houses, it starts in the communities, it starts in the cities. And then it branches off to states and states and states and countries. And that's where it starts somewhere. But it starts with you. You make that change, you change the next person next to you. That next person changes the person in their life. That person changes the person in their life. It's a chain reaction. But somebody got to start the pattern. Somebody has to start it. I love you guys so much. I really do. If you made it to the end of this, then you're exactly where you need to be. And I appreciate you so much. And I hope that